All right, it's time for sports, and guess who's come here tonight? Nathaniel Atto.
How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, good to see you again.
Yeah. You'll be coming here more often. What's coming up in sports?
Well, I'll be telling you about some boxing. You know, the last time when we tried to, practice our jabs, it didn't go very well. So you need more training. We will also be talking about the, the situation at the sports ministry as regards to funding of sporting disciplines and a few others making up the bulletin here. So you're welcome to sports here on Joy News Prime, and we'll begin at the corridors of the Youth and Sports Minister, who has been addressing an issue of low funding for the lesser financed sports disciplines away from football. Now, there was a recent threat by association heads to go to Shraj over the issue of low funding for their sporting disciplines. But the minister says he's been reaching out to these association heads and he's been looking at alternative ways of solving this problem.
I got information to that effect. I've tried to talk to the presidents of the federations involved to let them understand and have the trust in me that my assurance is to them that I will try as much as possible to support each and every other sporting discipline will be realized, that I pledge to make sure that happens. I know for now it's going to be extremely difficult because the budget was done before I got into the ministry. Unfortunately for me, we've also been found to have committed some of the mistakes that were committed in the past, because when the budget was done, certain programs are already started, especially with football. We're in the qualifying series, and it will be difficult for us to just abridge it. Other than that, all the money we've wasted in the past qualifying matches will have gone to waste, because Ghana will have been disqualified if we have stopped all of a sudden and say that we don't have money, we are going to give the money to other sporting disciplines. But we've tried, even within the small budgetary constraint we have, we've tried to support all the sporting disciplines little by little. We've done some work. As I'm talking to you now, we are even going to give some little support to beach soccer, because they are having a tournament coming on this weekend. So we're doing everything possible so that we'll be able to at least make good our promise to these other sporting disciplines.
All right, so let's talk about Rio 2016, the next Olympic Games in Brazil, which comes off next month. Now, the Chief Executive of the National Sports Authority, Joe Penge, has been expressing a lot of confidence in athletes who've qualified for the Games to represent Ghana, and he says that he believes that they can make an impact at the Games.
One would have wished that we qualified more athletes, but maybe it is also positive in some way, because Olympic Games, they are the ultimate in sports competition. If we want to send athletes there, then we want to send the best. So if 15, 20 are the best and who are medal hopefuls, then that is okay. That we don't send a large contingent there, just spend on them, just to go and make up the numbers. So if these can guarantee us some medals, some honor, then we should appreciate that. But one would have wished that we could qualify more than around that figure. I know we are. It's not over. The qualifications are not over. So yeah, but I should think under our current resource constraints, let's say it's a respectable number.
All right, so let's also talk about some boxing, shall we? And the WBA International Lightweight Champion Emmanuel Tego is set to defend his title later this weekend against his Filipino opponent, Carlo Magali, who has arrived in the country. Now, the two boxers hosted a news conference earlier today in Accra and have been looking forward to the big bout. They've been talking up their chances.
Ghana boxing will reach another level on Friday, July 15th, when Ghana's Emmanuel Gameboy Tegu appears in a fierce battle against Filipino opponent Carlo Magali at the Accra Sports Stadium. Ahead of the bout, the boxers appeared at a press conference held at the Accra Sports Stadium's press center on Thursday. Fans who trooped to the Accra Sports Stadium to catch a glimpse of the two boxers welcomed them with an overwhelming atmosphere. They chanted various slogans for or against their favorite or less favorite. One of the undercard bouts on the bill, which will feature lightweight boxers George the Red Tiger Ashi versus Michael the One Bullet Ansah, saw the two boxers brag about their fight. Michael Ansah promised to knock down his opponent George Ashi in round 3.
George Ashi a good boss and she me fit feeling like my no tongue because once I don't know how much I need in One Bullet Ansah. I said no, I'm not sure. No, in Takashin Joga, I said to dress tiger. Maninaga, and I'm war 3, no, I must stop around 3. And I'm war 3, no, I must stop around 3.
However, George the Red Tiger Ashi said he was angry for a win and also dared to knock out his opponent in round 3.
As I want to number 3, I get me go because me actually no stop 3. No, call a call record say one like 3 misaga again. Chef Tegu, no problem. When you me can fancy na me boya because omoye mi gache. Me na ni no makoben mafu.
The other undercard bout will see Doji Keme lock horns with Stephen Okine. The main bout of the night will be between Ghana and the Philippines. Coach of Carlo Magali, the Filipino, Hoven Horden, says his boxer is prepared and will take any opportunity to knock down Ghana's Emmanuel Gameboy Tegu.
So tomorrow, you have a good fight for the champion and my boxer, Carlo Magali. I think all the fans, come and then see the good fight for tomorrow. Because my boxer is ready to fight against a good fighter, Emmanuel Tegu.
But Emmanuel Gameboy Tegu has also promised his fans to come early because he will deliver his best in the ring in the shortest possible time.
Munko gbe omo na gbe ngeji onda onu mi she nimi kwele good she benye la gen territory mi ka ke game boy ilebe ni me ko no game she nimi promise nye ka anya mi fun.
All right, so we'll tell you about that in subsequent bulletins. So that's how we wrap it up here on Sports on Joy News Prime. Always remember to follow us on Joy Sports on Facebook, on Twitter, and of course on the sports page of myjoyonline.com. My name is Nathaniel Atto, and I have love for sport.